Well, according to the radar, it's not raining here. Pretty awesome shit, huh? Oh, gotta go. She's about my age. See this fucking dirtbag? That's exactly what he is, too. Sorry about that. Flipping my shade screen down. My next door neighbor and his wife was out working in the yard and actually caught him standing up on his bed looking through the window and jacking his meat off while she was working in the yard. What a fuckbag. Right now I miss Aaron, my big dog. So, we're gonna talk about Iraq again. Actually, fuck Iraq. Let's talk about terrorism. But Iraq just happens to be a really good case in point of what we, personally, I think we need to do. And let's talk about Obama. You know, the government always refers to these fucks over in Iraq as ISIL, but yet the press calls them ISIS, ISIS. The Levant. So you're giving them credit by, yeah, fuck, whatever. I don't care. So here's the plan from the great NT8. Let ISIS or ISIL carve their little notch out of Iraq and Syria. They'll fight for years to control that. In the meantime, these fucks are killing each other off, which is a plus for us. And then once they carve out their little nation, this also goes with Hamas, Hezbollah, the PLO. Give them their little fucking bullshit. Give them their little strip of fucking land. And then every time they do some dumbass shit, somebody comes in and fucks them up. Just bombs the living fuck out of them. I don't care if they're civilians, because, you know, in my mind, civilians run the fucking government. Or maybe I'm being too conservative, or, I don't know. I don't really care. This is my channel. This is my idea. This is my plan. Because the biggest problem with terrorism is you can't identify where they're at. So give them their little empire. And then we can all just fuck them up every time they step out of line. There's enough countries that will stomp mud holes in their ass every time they fuck up, and that includes Iran. Iran will stomp a mud hole on anybody that fucks with them, except for the U.S., Britain, you know, the major powers, because they just They can't do it. They'll get a mud hole stomped in their ass. I don't know, just my opinion. I mean, you got the Sunni, the Shiites, the Alawites, the fucking... What else is there? But the Sunnis and Shiites seem to have the biggest problem in the world getting along. And Christians, I'm a Christian, I'm not going to leave you out because we went through this bullshit in Ireland with the Protestants and Catholics. I'd be like, give the Protestants their own little world, give the Catholics their own little world, and every time one of them fucks up, somebody stomps a mud hole in their ass. Call me crazy, I'm just saying. Once you give them their own little slice of the pie, then they become accountable. Yeah, wasn't even on radar. The storm developed right over our heads, and yeah, we got plenty of rain. But that's not an issue with the flooding here because that'll be more flooding downstream. But I'm dead serious on this shit. You know, Britain and France carved up the Middle East and set these fucking borders with Iraq and Syria and fucking Jordan and if you don't believe me, Wikipedia it, because you'll read it. I've known this for a lot of years. Same thing with fucking Libya. And I bitched at the Brits and I bitched at the French. And I think Germany had a little bit of shit to do with it too. But, alright. NT8 says, it's time to let these fuckwads sort themselves out. Let them set their own shit up. And then when they get a head of steam and they decide to, okay, we're going to go kick somebody's ass and take over their country, kind of like Iraq and Kuwait. Then somebody's gonna step in and stomp a mud hole in their ass. We don't need to go in and say, oh, here we are, we're in here, now we're gonna set up a new government. No, fuck that. They step out of line, we stomp a mud hole in their ass, and then we get the fuck out of there. I don't give a fuck if they have a government. It's for them to fucking decide. Oh, that's not nice. You can't just step in and kick somebody's ass and say, hey, it happens on the street every motherfucking day, goddammit. Steal my bike, I catch you in the act, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass, and then guess what? The rest of your life is on you. Do you want to come steal my bike again? After you got your ass kicked? Just saying. NT8 on the bike, yo. Later.